Greetings, Legionnaires! Today I bring you news of my tete-a-tete with Spider-Man. Is this title worth picking up immediately, or is it better left off collecting cobwebs? Well, I'll tell you all that and more with a brief spoiler-free plot synopsis, the highlights, and the shortcomings.
You don the suit of a seasoned Spider-Man. 8 years into his career, Peter Parker finally manages to bring in the kingpin of crime, Wilson Fisk. His victory is short-lived, however, as Fisk's departure from New York's criminal scene creates a power vacuum that newcomer Mr. Negative and his army of henchmen, known as the Demons, are all too happy to occupy. Peter and the city itself are quickly set upon by this tyrannical crew, and it falls to Spidey to halt all superpowered crime. Let's begin as we always do with the strengths of our foe. Spider-Man's brightest quality is how it feels. Everything you do as the eponymous hero controls wonderfully. Swinging through the concrete jungle has never felt this satisfying. The sensation of momentum is ever present, and the new addition to perch yourself on almost all flat surfaces allows one to assess a situation from any vantage point. Sneakily dispatching guards in rapid succession feels so gratifying, especially when you combine it with gadgets like the trip mine to quell multiple baddies in an instant. Combat, while punishing at times, is perhaps the best representation of the webhead, as he gracefully dodges under a foe to hit them from behind, webs another, and hurls a mailbox at the next. Your tools add another wrinkle to these hectic encounters by providing unique opportunities to manage a host of foes. Regardless if you are slinging, snooping, or striking, Spider-Man has never seen an interpretation so faithful. The setting itself is also littered with deliciously tantalizing Easter eggs and backpacks that provide context to Peter's current and his past life. Collecting these, mitigating random crimes, and taking pictures of specific landmarks nets you tokens, which you can use to upgrade your gadgets and unlock different suits with varying powers. Thankfully, any suit can be paired with any power you desire, meaning that you have full control over your look and accompanying super ability. There are 3 separate skill trees that can be utilized to bolster Spidey in whatever way you deem fit, but ultimately you will garner enough skill points upon leveling to unlock it all. Brief and overly forgiving stealth segments offer an interesting viewpoint from the other characters' perspectives. While they make you long for swinging freely through the city, they afford a layman's point of view into the wallcrawler's world. To occupy your time further, scientific puzzles from Dr. Octavius and challenges presented by the Taskmaster offer mild brain teasers along with tests of skills alike. These are mainly optional, allowing you to prove your mettle in mind and might while affording further unlock tokens for costumes. The attention to detail must be lauded as well. From lovingly crafted interiors to the entire city itself, Insomniac went to great lengths to make everything seem lived in. Lastly, the story itself is pretty interesting. Seeing these characters from a different viewpoint provides a unique experience for longtime fans and newcomers alike. Peter's relationships with MJ, Aunt May, Miles Morales, and especially Otto Octavius feel natural. Watching the tale unfold will keep you frantically zipping across the city to see what happens next.
Mark your calendars, folks, because I'm going to say something you thought you'd never hear from me. Spider-Man got it right.
No foe is without flaw, and Spider-Man is no exception. The biggest detriment to the whole game is the focus on Mr. Negative. He is a boring and uninteresting character whose powers seem more like a plot device as opposed to a real threat. His ability to hurl blasts of energy or make normal citizens evil is so ho-hum that after a while one is starving for a better villain. Also, the facial capture seems a little bit off at times with most of the models. Some of these faces look fine, but others seem like they came from the uncanny valley.
Just got a call about a suspicious-looking box on a rooftop in Hell's Kitchen. I could call in the bomb squad, but if it's just some kid's science project...
Yeah, I know. Budget crisis. Yada, yada, yada. So...
will you please check it out?
There's the magic word.
Overall, Spider-Man is spectacular. The movement, scuffles, and story are all top-notch. Not many games are fun to just move around in, but here you could easily do that for hours on end. While the facial capture and main villain could use some work, this is easily one of the best games on the PS4.
Legionnaires, agree with my review? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check out the Critical Podcast where we actually discuss this game at length. If you want to support the channel, consider liking this video, subscribing to us, checking out our merch over on Spreadshirt, or donating to us over on patreon.com/criticalreviews. Thank you so much, and just remember to adapt and overcome.
Gotta go. Hey, thanks. You know, anytime.